Well, they'll probably be facing the Spurs in the second round.
51-22.
KD and Russell Westbrook are both healthy. You never know how that'll go. They have a chance of beating the Spurs. Probably, you never know. Just like the Spurs have a chance of beating the Warriors.
Let's not. Well,
just like we said, we like football any given Sunday. Right?
Let's not go too far. Well, unfortunately,
you never know. Go ahead.
The Oklahoma City Thunder is 51-22, and never talk bad about my San Antonio Spurs.
I'm not talking bad about any team, man. They're all professionals.
Number 2 on the ESPN NBA Power Rankings. Number 2, San Antonio Spurs, 61-12. JJ, what?
And I believe it's been over a calendar year since they've lost on the home court. Like I said, I think they could beat the Spurs just like the Oklahoma City Thunder can beat them. They're all professional teams, and they all got so much talent that you never know. And, hey, cool. Like I've said this once before, and I want to make sure I'm clear on my quote. Kawhi Leonard is doing stuff for the Spurs with the big three, Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker getting limited time. It's almost as impressive, if not a little bit more, like individually for Leonard, what he's doing compared to what the Warriors are doing as a team. It's really great.
Kawhi Leonard is a beast, probably the MVP of this year. If it's not
Curry,
Stephen Curry.
Course.
But from what I understand, it's not Stephen Curry. It's Draymond Green that is the glue that keeps the Golden State Warriors.
WrestleMania isn't leading the league in triple doubles this season. It is Draymond Green, so you never know.
WrestleMania?
Yeah, Russell Westbrook.
You say WrestleMania?
Oh yeah, last season he was lighting it up with triple doubles.
WrestleMania?
And he got that nickname, yeah.
That's what it was?
Yeah, I think he's got the nickname.
WrestleMania?
The guy from OKC.
He's my for this week, he's my favorite basketball player. WrestleMania, Russell Westbrook?
Yes, sir.
I didn't know that, and that's awesome. And I was
the
like,
Warriors
wait,
automatically have home court, and they're the number 1 seed.
I was like, I know we want to fit it into every segment, but
they have a chance. They have a chance for 73-9. The Warriors do. So if we see history, congrats to them.
Hell yeah, dude!
Prematurely.
And from what I heard, Draymond Green is the glue that keeps Golden State Warriors number 1, 66-7. As far as I know, unless they played tonight. They're still 66-7, right?
As of last week, they're still 66-7.
As of last week, all right. Golden State Warriors number 1, and let's do a quick rundown: Boston Celtics, Miami Heat, New Orleans Hornets, Los Angeles Clippers, Atlanta Hawks, Toronto Raptors, Cleveland Cavaliers. Number 3, Oklahoma City Thunder. Number 2, San Antonio Spurs, and number 1,
Golden State Warriors.
There you go. 66-7 Golden State Warriors. Are they going to either tie or beat that record?
They have a pretty good chance. That's for sure. I don't know.
And is Draymond Green
Stephen
Curry?
Well, yeah, I'm 60-40 on it. I'm thinking they are going to go at least 73-9. But we'll see.
NHL. Now, I know that this is your jam, Joe.
Yeah.
This is your jam right here. So you should be able to talk about every single team, and I should have to cut you off because you won't be able to shut up about it.
We'll see. The Sharks lost tonight, so I won't be too enthused.
NHL, the Tampa Bay Lightning, 43-27-5. And is there a lot of ties in hockey? Is that why?
No, those are overtime losses or shootout losses.
Fives? I mean, why is it
in the standings for hockey? If you win, you get 2 points, and if you go to overtime and you lose, you get 1 point in the standings. It's weird, I know, but it isn't like football in the regular season where you're actually in with a tie.
So when it says 43-27-5, what's the 5?
Those are overtime or shootout losses. That's not a tie. There hasn't been ties in hockey for I think like a decade and a half, maybe since the millennium or so. I don't know.
So
there's no ties like football or soccer, man. I promise. But you said number 10, Tampa Bay Lightning. They got one of the, if not arguably the best goal scorer in the world, and Steven Stamkos. If he's healthy, they got one of the real big goalies too, Baden Bishop. He's a beast. They were in the Eastern Conference. They were the Eastern Conference champions last year,
You did
and
them backwards.
Hold up.
oh wait, what's up?
Hold up.
Well, either way, the Lightning were the Eastern Conference champions last year, and
Lightning is not
they only lost because they were going up against the Blackhawks.
My bad, bro. My bad. My
What's
bad.
Correction by me.
G2 brought it to my attention that
Apparently, the Tins of Bruins.
we have new power rankings. I don't know when they were updated, but I have the old power rankings for some ungodful reason.
All right, well, number 10 is the Bruins.
The number 10 team is the Boston Bruins.
All right, well, they're an original 6 team. They're pretty
And they are 34, 23, and 6.
pretty talented, man. They got a young guy, Brad Marchand. They got a good goalie in Tuukka Rask.
Who's Louis Eriksson?
Larry Erickson, he's a veteran. He's a forward.
He's pretty good, or what?
Yes.
Number 9, Florida Panthers.
Florida Panthers got I think
35-19.
The oldest active skater in the league, in Jaromir Jagr. From what I hear, he's having a good season. Luongo is their goalie. Some of the most wins, if not, I think he's first or second in wins in active goalies too. But I think it's a long shot for them to get to the finals. I see as far as they get a second round. The Bruins maybe conference finals.
So Florida has 8 overtime losses.
Yeah, there's either overtime or shootout losses. Yes.
Interesting. I learn something new every day.
Yep.
New York Rangers.
I think they just ended up getting Eric Stahl, and I think he ironically just went back and visited Carolina after just leaving a couple weeks ago, or a little over a month ago. They welcomed him back with open arms, obviously, but playing with a different jersey on. I don't know who won, but the Rangers, an original 6 team, they've been in the finals, I think, against the Kings here a couple years ago. You never know, you might see them back in it.
Dallas Stars is number 7, 38, 19, and 6.
They got the king after all, Henrik Lundqvist. Dallas Stars, from what I heard, Tyler Sagan's still hurt, but they do got the old Sharks / Blackhawk goalie, Anthony Niemi. And I don't know how he's playing, but I know he beat the Sharks just last week. They were scoring the most goals the first half of the season. They started slowing down, though, so you never know.
Is it true that an underdog pick for the Stanley Cup could be the Dallas Stars and the New York Rangers?
Well, yeah, because, I mean, if they're 7th and 8th on the list, yeah, of course. But if Tyler Sagan's
healthy, it's more than most likely going to be
Tyler Sagan's healthy and playing,
the Blackhawks and the Capitals.
I wouldn't consider him an underdog. Yeah, then again, you never know. The Blackhawks are obviously a pretty good pick, man. They won 3 of the last 6 ever since the decade started. But
the number 6 team is the St. Louis Blues.
You got a few hot guys, man. Like I said, I think Brian Elliott, when he came back from injury, he got shut out the game before they played against the Sharks, and he shut out the Sharks too, back to back. I don't know how they've been doing since. They got Vladimir Tarasenko. He's a beast.
Who's Alex Pietrangelo?
Alex Pietrangelo. You did a pretty good job pronouncing his name there. He's a forward too. He scores some pretty. They both just stick handling, man, for days.
How do you say his name? Pietrangelo?
Yep.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool name.
Yes.
The Los Angeles Kings, number 5, 37, 21, and 4.
Well, they dropped a little bit. I think the Sharks beat them 4-1. I don't know how else they were doing around that, but they won 2 cups in the last 4 years, I think, as well. So you never know; they could be easily in the conference finals.
Who's Chris Versteeg?
Chris Versteeg, he's a veteran defenseman, I believe. He might be a forward, but he's played a lot in the East Coast, I think, for the Penguins or someone like that.
The Los Angeles Kings acquired Chris Versteeg.
Oh, okay. From the Canadians?
From Carolina.
Yeah, you're right, Carolina.
The Tampa Bay Lightning are number 4, 36, 22, and 4.
I already pretty much explained them. Ben Bishop, good goalie, big. Steven Stamkos, one of the best goal scorers in the world, if arguably the best. Then again, you got Ovechkin.
And they just barely beat the Bruins.
They were in the Eastern Conference.
Sunday?
They were the Eastern Conference champs last year, and the only reason they didn't win the finals
Tampa Bay was on
against Chicago.
Tampa Bay was on a 6-game winning streak.
Sweet, yeah. See, this is heating up at the right time.
And they got Steven Stamkos or whatever.
Stamkos, yes. I think Valtteri Filppula there.
And he's on a 6-game goal streak or something like that.
That's sweet.
Chicago Blackhawks, number 3.
From what I heard, man, Patrick Kane's had one hell of a year. Obviously, their captain is Jonathan Toews, but that's probably just because he's Canadian. He's that much better. You never know. Goalie, I think, is still Corey Crawford, man. Like Brent Seabrook, Duncan Keith, those guys are just all 4, man. They're all stars. And 2 of the defensemen, I think.
They lost to the Minnesota Wild, and they got embarrassed by him.
Wouldn't doubt it, man. The Wild's heating up. Devin Dubnyk is their goalie.
Why do they call that the stadium?
He used to play for the Stockton Thunder, man.
Really?
Minnesota Wild's goalie, yeah.
Why do they call that the Stadium Series?
Oh, they play outside.
Well, who?
The Sharks have one against the Kings here at Santa Clara, man. But I think it was the Wild, and maybe the Red Wings, or somebody recently.
Well, the Chicago
might have been the Wild and the Blackhawks outside in Chicago.
In the state, they got.
I don't know. I don't know where it was. I'm not 100%.
And then they lost to the Predators on Thursday.
What? Yeah, probably. You never know. That might be why they dropped number 3, because I thought they might have been number 2. But that's apparently the Ducks.
And then they beat the Capitals on Sunday. So this is all last week's stuff.
Well, either way, if the Ducks are number 2, that means they're heating up at the right time, too.
The Ducks are number 2.
Ryan Getzlaf and Corey Perry, those 2 guys are beasts, man. I was on a sports channel at the house, and I heard Corey Perry highlights and shit. And
yeah, Corey Perry got a hat trick.
He's a beast. And
who's against the Kings?
He's number 1, the Washington Capitals.
On Sunday. Yeah, number 1, the Washington Capitals, 45, 12, and 4. And Anaheim, 34, 19, and 8, and Chicago, 39, 20, and 5.
I hate to say that because I'm a big Pavelski fan, but still. For their sake, and his legacy's sake, I hope he could win a Stanley Cup. And if the Sharks are there, you poo on you. But they got Braden Holtby as a goalie, too. He's pretty good. They've had a great regular season. It'd be nice for them to win it.
Okay, I'm going to run through this segment, even though I really don't want to. But we got to give time to WrestleMania. We got to nerd out, and we got to give it its just dues.
It's wrestling time.
And we're not going to be able to talk about Lucha Underground.
We'll do that next time.
So,
there's not much to talk about anyways.
Next Monday, we'll probably not be able to talk about it either. We'll probably give you 2 Lucha Undergrounds on next
Thursday or Friday.
Yeah. So, I know that we don't want to put wrestling on the business podcast, but we're going to mix them up. We're going to do business and pleasure on both podcasts.
That sounds like a plan, too.
All right. We're going to go through the MMA, through the weight class, as far as ESPN goes. MMA heavyweights, the top 5. Number 5, Alistair Overeem, 40 and 14. Number 4, Ben Rothwell, 36 and 9. Number 3, Stipe Miocic, 42 and 9. He's facing Fabricio Verdum for the title in his next fight. And Cain Velasquez is going to be fighting... Nikes. Who is he going to be fighting? Can't remember. But anyways, Fabricio Verdum is number 1, and Cain Velasquez is number 2. Stipe Miocic number 3. Ben Rothwell number 4. And Alistair Overeem number 5. Light heavyweight is Alexander Gustafsson, Ryan Bader, Anthony Johnson, number 2, Daniel Cormier, and number 1, John Jones. John Jones in some hot water. He's in jail right now.
I heard, man. Bro, Jones is man.
So hopefully he'll be fighting Daniel Cormier.